Kilmarnock 2, Hearts 0, and some light at the end of the tunnel for Kilmarnock, who pick up the points thanks to a goal early in the second half from Colin McKee and a late strike from Ali Mitchell. The opener came when Billy Findlay found himself free in the box, resisted the temptation to shoot and squared for Colin McKee to slot home. It was just reward for the home side, who had by far the best of the opening 45 minutes, where their best efforts fell to Paul Wright, but he was denied firstly by a superb save from Gilles Rousset and then by the crossbar. Colin Cameron had a couple of chances for the visitors, and debut man Jim Hamilton headed a Neil McCann cross just wide of the post, but Hearts' best chance went to sub John Cahoon 11 minutes from time, but he shot past when it looked easier to score, and then Ali Mitchell wrapped up 3 welcome points for Killie with a goal 3 minutes from time. The score again, Kilmarnock 2, Hearts 0.
Bottom, but Kilmarnock are far from down.
He could prove to be the bargain of the season. £200,000 for Jim Hamilton from Dundee. Could the under-21 striker help Hearts to victory? It was his ex-Dens teammate, Neil McCann's corner, which provided that first opening. Lekovic finally seeing it scrambled away. The Rugby Park side pinned their hopes on Paul Wright to get the goals. His good work cancelled out there by Gilles Rousset. That's a fantastic save. Well, Wright has 7 goals so far this season, and struggling Kilmarnock needed more. This was almost goal number 8 being teed up. Good snapshot, just beaten by the bar. Time to see some of Hearts in action now. Good play, Fulton, Poynton, and the finish from Colin Cameron. And that was the first we saw of Hearts in the opening 45. In the second half, a chance here, McCann for Hamilton, and that could have been a debut goal, and he knows it. Kilmarnock then decided to punish that miss a few minutes later. A great pass, Paul Wright to Billy Findlay. He spots Colin McKee, and an easy tap in there. McKee doing ever so well, actually. When you look at it again, just touched to him by Billy Findlay. Defender charging in. Much needed goal for Killie. Could Hearts fight back? John Cahoon came on as a substitute and came that close to getting the equaliser. But the afternoon belonged to the Ayrshire men, and Ali Mitchell does brilliantly here on the edge of the box, sees the gap under Rousset, puts it in the back of the net. Bobby Williamson's men, their first win in his charge. The points stay at Rugby Park. Good finish, Rousset won't be happy. Hearts go home with nothing.
There's been a lot said between last week and now, and the boys knew they didn't do themselves justice last week, so they've got a bit of pride, a bit of self-respect back, and plus they got to command the people behind them again.
Saturday off, stretch Rangers lead to 9 points at the top of the Bells Premier Division. Kilmarnock keep themselves in touch with 3 very welcome points as they fight to get off the bottom position under Bobby Williamson's caretakership.
His first win as caretaker manager of Kilmarnock. Colin McKee and Ali Mitchell scored the goals as Killie beat Hearts 2-0.
Go back to Kilmarnock, and I think it's Ian Fleming on the line. Ian, what's your point?
Well, my point is to Charlie, actually. I was at the game today, and Bobby Williamson must be applauded for the way he got the team playing today. But on the whole, the manager's job being up for grabs, I think the whole town is looking for a big name manager. Somebody like the stature of Haitley or Wilkins or even Charlie himself. I mean, would Charlie be interested in even a coaching capacity down there?
Charlie's put you on the spot there.
Well, I appreciate that, Ian. No, I decided in the summer that I'm not going to take any further part in the game in terms of coaching. That was the reason I really went to Clyde for a year, to see if I wanted to form an apprenticeship and learn my trade as a coach and a manager. No, I'm not interested in the fact I'm happy doing a job I'm doing, but this guy on my right-hand side might be a good token for that job. But Bobby Williamson has done well so far, and if he does get the right results, then he deserves to get it.
OK, Charlie, we can squeeze one. Hi there, welcome back to the programme. Troubled times down at Rugby Park over the past couple of weeks. The manager sacked, home defeat last week, and the fans staying away in their droves. The chance to get back on the rails against Hearts this afternoon. Let's hear how it worked out from Stuart Thompson.
The PA at the end played "It's good to be back" as a spirited performance gave Kilmarnock caretaker boss Bobby Williamson his first win against a lacklustre Hearts side in this Bells Premier Division match at Rugby Park. It was Hearts, however, who had the early pressure and could have taken the lead. A curling McCann corner crashed off the crossbar, and in the melee that ensued and amidst claims for a goal, the ball was scrambled away. However, Kilmarnock grew stronger as the match progressed, with Wright missing 2 gilt-edged chances. Reilly had to be his best to turn a point-blank shot over the bar, and then the Killie striker got on the end of a Bagan cross, only to see his effort come off the crossbar and go harmlessly behind for a goal kick. The breakthrough for Kilmarnock came just 7 minutes into the second half. Findlay, who had broken through the Hearts' ranks, spotted Colin McKee in the clear, slipped him the ball, and the winger side-footed the ball past an outstretched Reilly. Ali Mitchell made it 2 just 4 minutes from time with a powerful shot that went through the goalkeeper's legs. It's now no 1 in 6 for Jim Jeffrey's men, but it's the Killie fans don't care about that as they go home happy tonight. The final score at Rugby Park, Kilmarnock 2, Hearts 0.
Yeah, Killie fans happy, and we can still hear that music playing in the background. After the match, Stuart Thompson spoke to a no doubt relieved Bobby Williamson.
Bobby, 3 points, you must be happy tonight.
Delighted. It was very important we got these 3 points today, and I'm just very pleased for the boys. They deserved it.
Not only win, but a good performance too.
That's it. Last week, there's been a lot said between last week and now, and the boys knew they didn't do themselves justice last week, so they've got a bit of pride, a bit of self-respect back, and plus they got to Kilmarnock people behind them again.
That's good. David Bagan, Colin McKee took the eye particularly.
David Bagan's a super wee player. He's been coming through now in the reserves for the last couple of years, and I had no doubts about his ability. It was just a case of getting him in there and seeing how he could do it, and he handled it well.
Your own position, does this help you in your quest to get the Kilmarnock job?
I don't think it could do me any harm, obviously, but I've just got to wait and see. The board of directors have got a hard decision to make. They've got to get the right man for Kilmarnock Football Club. This is a big club, and I just hope they get the right guy.
Charlie, they've got to get the right guy, and he's in for it. He wants it.
Well, of course. What's he got to lose? He's been there a few years now, both as a player. He's been doing the reserves, so he knows the young potential that are there. But he's right about one thing. They are a big club, and whoever gets that job, be it Bobby or somebody else, that is a good job for someone.
Interesting, Billy said he brought the boy Bagan in today. He's obviously been watching him when he was reserve coach and decided it was time to step him up.
That's correct. I think the youngsters, after a couple of seasons in the reserves, they've got to get a wee chance to see if they can handle playing first-team football. And credit to Bobby, he's brought him in, and the lads possibly gave a wee bit of enthusiasm to the older lads, and it's maybe rubbed off, and they've got a good result.
Big result for Bobby, but it's a good result for Kilmarnock because they needed that today, didn't they?
Badly needed it. Every time we see this team who are struggling, we said it about Wraith Rovers a few weeks ago. Now we've Kilmarnock suddenly desperate for a victory, no draws, just a victory, and that's got them right back into the hunt again. And suddenly the things are lifted again. Whoever seems to be isolated for a spell seemed to get a victory, and suddenly they're right back into the pack. Now they're bringing Hibs and Motherwell back into it with them.
A couple of weeks ago, Hearts were playing brilliant football in a cup final. Then they had another great result at Ibrox, and they've now drawn with Wraith. They've lost to Aberdeen. They've lost to Kilmarnock. It's all going wrong for them.
Well, they are an inconsistent side. There's no doubt about that. I mean, the league tells you the truth in that. But, they've done ever so well. 2 cup finals in 5 or 6 months. Tremendous, and we've complimented Jim Jeffries all the time, every time it's necessary. But the league for him needs to get sorted out. Otherwise, Hearts are going to be dragged back into the quagmire too.
Yeah, Chairman Chris Robinson says they should be one of the big players. They're going to have to start winning. Charlie, stay with us because the phone calls are coming in thick and fast. I think we can go on the lines now. Ian MacMILLAN from Troon is on the line. Ian, what's your point?
Oh, it's about the Kilmarnock Hearts game today. Early in the first half, there was a penalty. It should have been a penalty for Kilmarnock where Bruno obviously handballed it.
Well, I don't think any of us in the studio have actually seen that game as yet, but I think you're probably getting a more general point about the poor standard of refereeing, Charlie.
Well, I think everybody's complained this year until they're blue in the face about referees. The standards have dropped. There's no doubt about that. I don't think they're always helped. I think there's times that we don't kind of give them enough compliments in a way. But when they make mistakes, we're first to hammer them. But, I mean, Ian was there today, we didn't see it, but maybe he's just a little bit biased in some way or other.
Yeah, well, I think he sounds as if he lives in Troon, could well be a Kilmarnock supporter. Patrick McAllister is on.